Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So I know I post one video and then I disappear forever, but I swear it is really like out of my control. Board exams are, I have my board exams currently, and AS levels have been really hard. So I promise you guys, just give me till the end of the month. My last exam is on the 30th of May, and from there onwards I'll be very consistent. You'll see me almost every day. I promise I'll work a lot harder on this channel. I will upload more videos for you guys. But yeah, I hope that you enjoyed today's video, which would be the Moroccan GHRIBA. And I love this recipe actually because I've done one with almonds before and I've done one with walnuts before, but I've never combined both of them. And I wish I did that earlier because it made this amazing combination. It is unlike any other gharibiya I ever had in my life because you get that nuttiness from both of them. You can still taste both of them. And it is not too sweet, and it is really nice and soft and moist and super easy and quick to make. So let's show you guys how to make it. To make this almond and walnut sweet, here we have 250 grams of almonds and 250 grams of walnut, which have just been cleaned from the dust, so they're raw, they're not roasted or anything. 180 grams of sugar, 2 to 3 eggs. You cannot control the amount because it would depend on the mix. 7 grams of baking powder, the zest of a lime. You can also use a lemon if you want to. We'll also be adding some vanilla for flavor, and for decoration we're going to need half walnuts, walnuts split in half, as well as powdered sugar for dusting. So our first step is in a food processor. We're going to put in some almonds. We'll also be adding in walnuts, and we'll also be adding in some sugar. And we're going to blend or process this. Well, just pulse it because we want it to be a powder-like. We don't want it to release the oils and become a paste. And we'll do this with all of the walnut and almonds and sugar. So once we've processed everything, we're going to put it into a big mixing bowl, or more so traditionally this would be in a Moroccan gsa. So as you can see, it's a fine powder-like consistency, and now we're moving on to our next step. So to the mixture of almonds and walnuts and sugar, we're going to add in the baking powder, lime zest, and to this we'll be adding about half a teaspoon of vanilla, and of course just a pinch of salt to bring out a balance in flavors. And now we're going to mix this together. You can use a spatula, but my hands are clean, so I'll just be using this. And once mixing, do not be hard on it, because if you keep pressing, you need to be gentle with the whole mixing, because if you do press it, it might turn into like a dough-like or a paste-like consistency. And now we're just going to put like a small hole or well in the center, and we're going to add in our eggs one by one and while mixing, so we can control the consistency. So we didn't form a dough with just one egg. We'll add in the second one, and we might add in the third one little by little. So this is our dough, and it can be shaped, but I feel like it's a little bit on the dry side, a little dense. So I'm going to add the last egg. We would beat the egg and add just little by little so that we don't get a runny paste or mixture. And now we're going to just mix it in. So this is our dough right now, and as you can see, it's easy to shape. But we're not going to shape it now. We're going to cover it right now with plastic wrap and let it rest for about 5 minutes, and then we'll get back to shaping it. So it's been about 5 minutes. Now we're just going to remove the plastic wrap, and we're going to start shaping our dough. So we'll do it by grabbing a little bit, and we're just going to make a ball, and we're going to line it. We're going to dust it into the powdered sugar. And make sure to dust it really well, and then we're going to put it onto a parchment lined baking tray. So I'll do one more with you guys. Once again, you roll it into a ball. Make sure it's a decent size. You're going to dust it into the powdered sugar and dust it really well. You're going to line it onto the parchment lined baking tray and decorate it with a walnut. And it's important to leave a gap between one and the other, so that because in the oven they're going to expand while baking. And now we're just going to repeat the same process with all of our dough until we run out. So we've finished the tray for our first batch, and now we're going to bake it in an oven which we've preheated to 180 degrees Celsius, and we're going to bake it and make sure the heat is from both the top and the bottom of the oven. And it will be baked for 12 to 15 minutes maximum, otherwise it will dry out in the oven. So we're just going to bake it for 12 to 15 minutes at 180 degrees Celsius. So we just got the first batch out of the oven, and it looks so nice, and as you can see it has cracked, which is the way you know it's a successful recipe, or it's a successful one. And I would try and tell you, like, guys, do not touch it yet. So as you can see, it's nice and soft. Do not touch it because right now it's very fragile. You need to you can only touch it once it's completely cooled down. So this is what it looks like. As you can see, it has these nice cracks of classic GHRIBA, which is how you know the recipe is a success. It smells so good and it looks so nice, and I cannot wait to try it. So let's grab this one. As you can see, it is so soft, it opens and breaks apart easily. Wow. It is incredibly soft and delicious. You can taste the nuttiness from both the walnuts and the almonds. And it's not too sweet, like you get that hint of sweetness from the powdered sugar, and you get a slight crunchiness from the walnut on top. So it is absolutely a perfect combination of textures as well as the taste. It is delicious. I highly recommend making it because it is fairly simple to make, so I highly recommend trying this. So this brings us to the end of today's video. I hope that you guys enjoyed it, and if you do like this kind of content, please continue to support me. And you can do so by subscribing, hitting the notification bell, liking, commenting on my content, on my videos, as well as following me on my social media, which is Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and Discord. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I shall see you guys in the next video. Bye.